from Albany, New York, it's time for the New Media Zone. With your hosts, Ed and Dave. Tonight, a look at this week's new film and DVD releases. And a chance to win free movie tickets with the Poster Pal game. And now your hosts, Ed and Dave.
Direct from Albany, New York, it's time for Screen Scenes. Tonight, TV shows that are available on video cassette, also Mike Keene's video review of Commando. Viewers' questions are answered during the Screen Scenes mailbox, plus many ways to win free movie tickets. And now, the hosts of Screen Scenes, Wacky, Wild, and Crazy, Ed Rodriguez, Dave Ragone, and of course, Bill Leahy.
And here we are once again. Good morning.
Good evening. Good evening here on this fine Wednesday.
That's right. Let's set the
sunny
stage.
weather for. Anyway, today
This is going to be one of those comical shows. I have a feeling right away. We're starting off with the comical show.
Now, what is this show about, Bill?
This show is about television shows on video cassette.
This show was about we had no good movies to see this week. That's what this show is
And
about.
it doesn't
So
look like
we-
there's going to be a good movie coming up next week either.
For a while, so we came up with the idea of discussing the various television shows and pilots that are available on video cassette now.
That's right. There's a lot of people out there who like several TV shows that are now off the air that you really can't find in reruns, but they're out on video cassette. So we're going to discuss them today.
Now, why don't you discuss a few right now, Dave?
Shall I discuss a few? Which ones shall I mention that are out there? I just want to mention a few that are out there, perhaps some of the older ones. Like the old 1950s live comedy show, Sid Caesar show of shows with Imogene Coca and all those. What a classic act that was, wasn't it? PBS. There are many series. The World at War, which kind of dragged on forever, which you can see every night on PBS. Upstairs, Downstairs, which of course they had a rip-off on CBS, Beacon Hill, years after that. Then there's Ozzie and Harriet. You remember all the Nelson boys? Don't you remember them, Ed and Bill? Ricky and David.
Who's
and
going now?
Yes.
So it's good to
He's no
relive
longer
his escapades, right?
Relive his escapades, I suppose so. Ripley's Believe It or Not is on video cassette. Now this is
Why,
a show,
we don't know, right?
This is a show with Jack Palance that was on Sundays opposite 60 Minutes, which happens to also be out on video cassette, some of their best exposés. But Ripley's Believe It or Not is on video cassette for some of those fine stories that you just can't believe.
The whole show.
Like the whole show.
Like
yes.
it being on video cassette now.
And I'll just mention one more, or two more, and leave the rest up to you fellas. The Waltons with John Boy, Aaron, and all those two named kids. Good Night took up half the show on that one. And The Honeymooners, one of those favorites of all time. I want the Dick Van Dyke Show out on video cassette myself.
No,
I
it's still running.
I know, but that's...
I think I'd take the Honeymooners over the Dick Van
The
Dyke.
Honeymooners are still on all these stations.
But these are the renewed episodes.
And
The
some of the
lost
old ones. They
episodes.
got some of the old ones, too.
I don't think so.
Yes, they do.
Do it?
Yes.
I think it's just the new ones.
But there's one show from a personal favorite of mine, Michael Nesmith's Television Parts. Now, this show was on last year, 1985, on NBC. Now, Michael Nesmith is perhaps best known as the wool hat-wearing Mike on the Monkees TV series from the 1960s. Now, this is Monkey Mania time, right?
Which they're coming to SPAC.
And they're coming this back July 23rd.
Minus
this
Michael
year.
Nesmith.
Minus Michael Nesmith. And here's the reasons. Well, he has a talent which ranges far beyond the zany comedy of the Monkees. Among his achievements are his Grammy Award-winning video album Elephant Parts, which came out in 1981. He produces many films, including Time Rider and Repo Man, and he found Pacific Arts Corporation.
I didn't know he did Repo Man.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He is a multimillionaire businessman, whose syndicated video program Pop Clips back in the late 70s and early 80s revolutionized music videos and gave birth to MTV, though few people know this. Last year, Michael Nesmith brought to NBC a show called Michael Nesmith in Television Parts, a whimsical limited-run series much in the tradition of the Monkees television show. It has music and a zany comedy. It was witty, but it was a little off the wall. Well, in this time of monkey mania, the time is ripe to go out to your video store and rent this little piece of television extravaganza, as I like to refer to it. It contains some previously unshown segments on the television show, which included a segment directed by former monkey Mickey Dolenz, who is now a director over in England and directed one of the segments for Television Parts. Now, Mike Nesmith in Television Parts is a funny, freewheeling comedy music romp which will make the time zip by. I would suggest you go rent this
Is
film.
this a compilation of the various episodes?
It has bits and pieces of some episodes from each of the show, plus it has some segments that never were aired on NBC last year.
I remember the funniest part of that show being the original first 2 minutes of that show with Steve Martin doing the Billie Jean video.
No, that's the new show.
That's
that
what?
wasn't Michael Nesmith. That was the new
Oh,
show. That was by the.
wasn't that on the?
That was
No?
Lorne Michaels, right?
Okay, well, that was.
I don't think that's on
I
video.
don't think I ever saw that thing then. Maybe I should rent it.
You should rent it. It's funny. Now, for those of you who like the Monkees show, it's a little bit more on the logical side than something that the Monkees did, which was really wild and off the wall. This is a little better produced, a little better written, but it's funny and it has good music in it, and I think you'll enjoy it. The end.
That new show is pretty bad though, except for that one Billie Jean. Now Bill's going to discuss, which is out. What they release a couple every few months, the Star Treks.
Right. I wish it was that soon. Unfortunately, they announced they were going to release all 79 Star Trek episodes on Paramount Home Video at the very affordable price of $14.95 per cassette. Unfortunately, it's taken so long just for their 10 episode installments. In 1985, around spring, they came out with the first 10 from the first season, and then it's like every 6 months or longer they come out with another 10. So we're only up to the first 30 episodes right now. We still got about 40 more to go. However, fortunately, the first 30 episodes I think comprise the best of Star Trek. It's the entire first season and a couple second season episodes. There's some terrific episodes in there. In fact, if I could, I'd probably buy all 30 of them, but that'd be a little too expensive.
How much would it be
extravagant.
altogether for 70 episodes at $14 each?
Oh, well,
How much
that's
would that
about,
be?
you're talking about $15 times 80. We're getting into over $1,000 worth of
Well, that's all right, huh?
cassettes here. But anyway, I have about 5 of them right now, including the original episode with Khan, Space Seed, one of the late first season episodes, and also the second pilot, which got Star Trek. Thank you. It comes to about $1,200
Without tax.
Without tax, right? You can get them for $14 at Leechmere. So.
Or you can rent them and then tape them and dub them yourself.
Which is illegal.
Which is illegal, but we don't care, right?
You can do your own version of, what's that, Mad Movies with the LA Connection if you want, for that matter.
You can save $80 and get them at Leechmere.
Right, yeah. It comes to $1,120 at Leechmere for all 80. However, all 80 have not been released yet, so we're still waiting.
The only problem with that Star Trek, they had the intellectual scripts, but those damn orange sky backgrounds.
The orange backgrounds on every planet they went to in the galaxy, right. And this really started to take over in the second season. There's a couple episodes where they went outdoors in the
They
second
went outside
season.
and then they went back to the orange
Yeah, they went
backdrop.
back to the orange backdrop there in the Paramount.
And there's always some green babe
studio.
Captain Kirk was trying to jump
Right,
on
and
there.
those are, you have to bring up the lesser episodes. Well, most of the episodes that are out on video cassette right now are the classic intelligent ones, like both parts of the Menagerie are available on one cassette for $29.95 for that.
And the Captain Pike original pilot.
Also,
so.
just want one final side note. You can get at Creative Video, I think, some older video cassettes of Star Trek that have 2 episodes on it, like one from the second season, say Trouble with Tribbles, paired with a third season episode, Let That Be Your Last Battlefield.
Now,
So they're
of the few I've seen, I like the Trouble with Tribbles.
I do too, and I've only seen a few of them myself.
Okay, and also we have some more recent things on video. We have the last episode of MASH. for some reason. I don't know why that. No other episode, just the last episode.
Well, the movie, of course, which is
in the original movie. Saturday Night Live, they have a few of those episodes with Rodney Dangerfield, I believe, and
Rodney was great this Saturday.
and what do we got here? We've got Ozzie and Harriet's. You mentioned those. The
Miami Vice pilot, is that? Or?
Yep, that's what that is. And
I can't reach her.
the Kung Fu Pilot with David Carradine. I don't know why that is.
Recently had a movie.
Yeah, did anyone see that reunion film or
Yes.
something, Kung Fu 10 years
did you
later?
see it?
Yeah. I remember too much about it. It just didn't thrill me.
Right by, right?
David Carradine didn't even like the series when he was on it, so why would he want to do this movie unless he needs money?
And The Prisoner is on there. And
All 17 episodes of The Prisoner.
have you seen The
Good
Prisoner?
series.
Yes. Patrick McGowan.
Is it good?
Saw it a long time. Very bizarre. I mean, it makes the monkeys look like Saturday morning. Just, I don't know, just strange show.
Okay, and the pilot episode from The Incredible Hulk is on there, and also some of those Glenn Larson shows we were discussing
Yes.
last week. Also, Magnum PI is also Glenn Larson and the Fall Guy.
I'd
You got the same, the car, the hero, and the sidekick in both.
Now, I'd like to throw in, we talk about the Hulk, the series in general. I think the first 2 episodes, those first 2-hour movies, wasn't there the first one? There was, the next one was a 2-hour movie. Those were the best episodes that the Hulk ever had. Those are really well done. After that,
well done. No, the first
season was the best season.
Yeah.
of them all.
Until they
there
got
we go.
into those orange backdrops
No.
in the second season.
No, the
That's
first
when they really
season,
went
the
down.
first season of the Hulk was good overall. But I like
There's only a few episodes, say 10, and they were classics.
right now the first 2 movies were absolutely fabulous. I mean, it was so believable when you thought
Well,
about
the whole
it. Scientific.
We'll have to do a show. The whole series, though, they didn't take the Spider-Man or the Wonder Woman comical.
Good.
They went for the good human stories
Right,
with the fantasy mixed in there.
right, but I'm still partial to the.
And you haven't seen all of them, so
Yes,
you
I have.
You've seen the
I
second
watched
season?
that show every single week that it was on.
Okay, and also we have Buck Rogers, like Star Trek. They didn't release them in order, but they picked a few of the best from the first and second season, and they got those for about $19, I guess, a few episodes. So let's take a look at a few clips from these 2 fine shows. And from Atlantis, that old series is on. I don't
Patrick
remember
Duffy.
that too much.
Patrick Duffy with webbed feet and someone whose name I can't think.
That was a pretty boring series, wasn't it?
Belinda Montgomery.
And
No, it was not boring. In
Victor
fact,
Buono was the
I like that
bad
series.
guy.
Yes, but it was Duffy with webbed feet. The made-for-TV film The Day After, the big hoopla and hyped film about nuclear disaster with Jason Robards is also available. And Adam, which is about what? Isn't that the missing child?
kidnapping.
It's about
With Daniel
behind the scenes
Travanti.
of Batman with Adam West.
No, it's the missing children story with Daniel J. Travanti.
How does The Incredible Hulk compare to the Batman series from the 60s?
There is no comparison.
No, you haven't seen any Incredible Hulk?
I've seen 2. I've seen the pilot and one other.
The pilot is an excellent one, an excellent show.
Okay, now what do we have?
We have
coming
our
up?
letter segment coming up right after this commercial break.
Don't bring no news that I can't use. This moment ain't no acting foolish. It makes my feet get mulish. Tell me something slick, slick it quick. Slick it quick. Blue City, rated R.
Okay, here we are with our letter segment. You write into us asking us various questions and comments, and let's get some good ones.
Okay, our letters are beginning to sink here. There you go.
Oh, do we get to... I'll take this one. I like this one. Looks nice.
Okay. My son is wondering when Rambo will be on television in cartoon form. For myself, I hope it never makes it. Well, we have that fine Rambo cartoon miniseries, which they're doing these days with the Voltrons and the Transformers and the G.I. Joes. They have their own miniseries which run 5 days during the week. Syndicated. Okay, but as for the cartoon series, which is showing up in the fall without Stallone's voice, he is going to be some kind of humane woodsman or something.
Kind of like Tarzan with an M16.
He's not going to be gunning down mafia hitmen.
Grizzly Adams, the Mafia Hitman, and
That's what I like about Stallone and Rambo. It represents the absolute worst in commercial entertainment.
and I think
Now, wait a
that
minute.
is not true.
No, wait a minute.
Bill Levy is going to be lynched after this show.
It goes from a 1972 thriller about Vietnam and has regressed into a Saturday morning cartoon about
Regressed?
G.I. Tarzan.
Regressed? Not regressing.
Well, everything is-
It's megabucks here, buddy. So this
Everything
is what
turns
this
up the
industry's
cartoon.
about.
What does it mean when a VCR has 4 video heads and 2 audio heads? Video fans, you can...
4 heads, it allows you more special effects, slow, frame by frame, various speed, slow motion,
But
search, things
you don't
of that
really
nature.
need the 4 heads, really.
Don't need them.
Except in the fast speed
Right, you don't
for
need
rented movies and
them.
things.
Right. I mean, you know, if you just
You
there to
can get
watch
the
them,
same
no big
slow
deal.
motion in the long hour, the 6
Yes.
hour. And Teen Wolf is coming to... Teen Wolf and Pee-wee, for some reason, are coming to your fall television screens on Saturday morning
As cartoon.
in live action on the Pee-wee one.
Now this question is familiar. When will E.T. be available on video cassette? I heard rumors that Steven Spielberg will never release it on tape, and if so, why?
No, that's what they said about Star Wars when you thought you would never see that on
And
video.
5 years later or so, not even that.
The
on
reason
video.
Mr. Spielberg doesn't want to release it is it will lose quality on the small screen on video cassette.
I think it's going to be just waiting to rake in some more bucks there in a couple of years.
It's gonna hype, more hype.
Spielberg was raised on Disney movies, and I think he's following the example set by Disney, who re-releases his
Every
films every
7
7 years. Spielberg, said he tried to reach a new generation when we
A new generation.
new generation when he re-released E.T. last summer. That was only a 3-year wait,
It didn't do
however,
too
and it
good,
didn't
though.
do too well. Everybody was still OD'd on E.T., and maybe he's just doesn't want to kill it any more than it's already been wasted.
Probably. So that's it for here.
Good
Now,
morning, yeah.
we're going to show you the address for the letters, but also write this address down because we're having a contest coming up where you will write in to us just your name, address, and phone number.
Phone
That's
number
all
is
you have to
very
send
important. Phone number is essential
in. It
here.
sure is, because we're going to put them all in our mystery box, which is right over there by Dave, and we're going to pull them out. If we pull yours out, we will call you up and ask you a trivia question, like we did a few weeks ago, and that went over fine. We got all kinds of letters in about that.
That's right. And if you answer the question correctly, you win tickets to a movie. Simple as that.
And here is that address now.
Just send any questions or comments on a letter form and mail them in to Screen Scenes Mailbox, care of Screen Scenes, Post Office Box 12534, Albany, New York 12212. That's Screen Scenes Mailbox, care of Screen Scenes, Post Office Box 12534, Albany, New York 12212.
Okay, here we are again, and we have this fine puzzle once again. We've been away from it for a while.
And we also have an actual prop from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest here.
Oh, he's still plugging that thing. That's been over for months now.
Wait, there it is. Can we see it there? There it is. It's the
That's
bill
the
pill.
bill pill, yes.
We'll pretend we're on
And the
sunrise
party
semester.
scene.
This
Act
is
two.
sunrise semester, and we're pointing to these.
Okay, as we zoom back, put the bill pill in for good luck and swirl it around here.
Now, this is our mystery movie poster
Take a pic.
for 4 tickets to Crossgate Cinema 1 through 12. We'll pick off a number and a piece of the puzzle, and if you know what poster that is, you send it to us to win the tickets.
And a bill pill.
And
And
it's
the
not
bill
Bill Levy, which is sitting right in front of it, so don't write his name down. Number 2, which is
Way
way
up
up there in a good spot and
We'll let
not
Bill
blocking
put that
Bill
down.
here.
Okay.
Oh, I think this is going to be too hard.
It is or it isn't?
It isn't.
Good piece here.
Well, let's leave number 1
Well,
there.
I think
Oh,
that
it's a
pretty
big
much
piece.
gives it away.
I think it does too. Well, we're going to have a winner here, so...
So
For 4 tickets now, so
now you
go
want
for it.
to write out tomorrow. Send that out tomorrow so we get it in time because we filmed this.
And remember, by entering this contest with your phone number, you'll become eligible for our other contest.
The trivia
The
contest.
trivia contest. So here's the address to send this guest to.
Just send your guess on a letter or postcard and mail it to the Screen Scenes Movie Puzzle, care of Screen Scenes, Post Office Box 12534, Albany, New York 12212. And please include your phone number. Only one entry a week. Each household is only allowed to win once in this contest. Entries must be postmarked by the coming Sunday. If more than one correct entry is received, a drawing will determine the winner.
Hi, I'm Gene Siskel. Roy Ebert couldn't be here today because he had to go to his Overeaters Anonymous meeting. I was expecting him to come back later on, but he said he was going to stop by after the meeting for a pizza. No, I'm just kidding. Ebert is fat, but I'm Mike Keene, your host this week on Video Review. The most recent video to hit the outlets this week is Commando, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Pictured right behind me. Looks like a tank with hair, doesn't he? Commando stars Ray Dawn Chung as a flight attendant in the second half of Commando's Army. It also stars Alicia Milano of Who's the Boss fame as his daughter Jenny. The picture was produced by Joseph Love III and Matthew Wisen and directed by Mark Lester, but who the hell cares, right? In Commando, Arnold plays Colonel Matrix, an outstanding ex-soldier whose daughter is kidnapped by an army enemy of Matrix. They want Matrix to kill the president of the country, Valverde, one of my favorite vacation spots. They want him to kill the president in exchange for his daughter's safety. They put him on a commercial plane bound for Valverde with one of their own men keeping an eye on him. Hey, shut up. The colonel, he does chicken right. He wrote that. The colonel kills the man on the plane, escapes unnoticed during takeoff, and now he's got 11 hours to find his daughter before the plane lands in Valverde, where they find him not on it. Valverde, I like that name. I think I'll name my first kid Valverde, unless he's white. Anyway, the rest of the movie is pretty predictable. Any man standing between him and his daughter no longer has to worry about getting old. If you like Arnold Schwarzenegger, you'll like this movie. It's got plenty of action and adventure, although a couple scenes are a little graphic. But what the hell? That's what you sick looking for. It's a Rambo-style movie, except Commando kills about 4,000 people less. It's different from Rambo in that it's not as far-fetched and it has a comical twist to it. Colonel Matrix has a few funny one-liners. Speaking of Rambo, you know, whenever I see Stallone and Schwarzenegger in a movie, it reminds me you don't need talent and luck to be a superstar. You just take steroids and talk like you have no tongue. Anyway, should you decide to rent the video, I think you'll enjoy it. Good luck getting it, though. Most video outlets are out of them every time I go to them. Every time I want a copy, they're out of it. Even though I told them I wanted it for promotional purposes, I still had to wait 2 weeks for it. Incidentally, now you got to run a picture of the... Incidentally, we'd like to take this opportunity to wish Arnold Schwarzenegger and Marie Shriver congratulations. They were married Saturday. Maria is anchor for the CBS Morning News, and she's related to the Kennedys. But let's not hold that against her. This is Gene Siskel for Screen Scenes. And I need a job, so if you guys send in some fan mail, maybe I could be a regular on here.
This doesn't increase our ratings, damn it, I don't know what will.
And why the hell not use foul language here, because half of that's going to be bleeped out.
So
what do you think? We're inviting the public in to
write in their dirty comments. And,
Now, did he do a good review? You're the expert at the video reviews. Was that a...
It was very candid.
Definitely.
Very different approach.
Should keep his hand away from his mouth, however. It tends to muffle up all the filthy words, which he is spewing forth to the public.
At you at home.
Yes, boy.
Well,
we get
I
letters
think
now.
that'll be filtered out. Either that or we're going to increase
God
our
knows
ratings
some of
quite a
your
bit.
words.
Or this could be our last episode.
It's been nice. We're so glad we had this time together. Sorry. Don't we have our mystery movie clip?
Yes, we have our mystery movie clip now.
But first we're going to go to a commercial to let you know what's playing where.
Jojo, I like you. I'll help you out. Jojo dancer.
just to shorten up the jokes, you understand? Yeah, you can finish the week.
Your life is calling.
He had hard times.
You said I could look you up and get a job.
Beat it. Good times.
Fine sailor.
Fun times. And that was just the beginning. Richard Pryor and JoJo Dancer, Your Life is Calling. Rated R.
Another fine show. But wait a minute now.
Did we do our mystery movie clip yet?
Let's get to the mystery movie clip.
Yeah, let's get that
now,
out of the way.
3 weeks ago, way back, it was almost last year, was Porky's 2. Nobody sent in.
Before that, it was Porky's 1.
Before that was Porky's 1, a little trick there.
So guess which one?
This one's going to be... Now, here is our new mystery movie clip for 2 tickets, Crossgate Cinema.
Hey, kid. What are you up to? What are you doing around here? You want a lift? Huh? You want to come for a ride?
Now, if you're unfortunate enough to see that film and you know what it is, and send your guess to...
Just send your guess on a letter or postcard and mail it to the Screen Scenes Movie Clip, care of Screen Scenes, Post Office Box 12534, Albany, New York 12212. And please include your phone number. Only one entry a week. Each household is only allowed to win once in this contest. Entries must be postmarked by this coming Sunday. If more than one correct entry is received, a drawing will determine the winner.
Okay, another fine show, as we said before.
The comic
Available
element.
on video cassette?
Yes. By the way,
We
yes.
should do that, shouldn't we?
Coming out, I believe sometime in early '87, the best of Screen Scenes on video cassette. Now you can get these with Sid Caesar's Show of Shows, The Honeymooners, right up there. It's Screen Scenes, so don't miss that.
I
It's
think we
available
should
also
do that.
on beta.
Rake in a few bucks on the side here.
It's also on beta.
Laserdisc.
Now next week, possibly next week, a new Paramount release, Blue City. Can we throw it to us here? I guess not.
The press kit is coming in now,
Oh!
all over Dave's lap.
Straight from California.
Yes, Paramount Pictures Corporation, Blue City, and with
20 seconds, Dave. Does it
Paul-
look good?
Paul Winfield. Well, from this picture, it looks incredible. We've got.
You got to see it just for this man alone.
I want to see it for the woman, Ali Sheedy, who is just absolutely.
I don't know about her. She hasn't done.
Oh yes, and
What
Judd.
are those damn
There you
brat
go.
packs?
Judd and Ali Sheedy
Of course,
from the Breakfast
Blue
Club.
City is based on the Ross McDonald thriller. So
Okay, we gotta go. Send in some letters and postcards, and we'll see you next week.
Screen Scenes has been a Cable 2000 production. Stay tuned for Real George's Back Room, next on the Albany Public Library Access Channel 8.